Hi there, thanks for coming back to the channel. The title for today's video is, do you have a problem with bandwidth? Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi there. Before I get into today's topic, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to turn on the notifications, they're very important. Some context, today's topic, do you have a problem with bandwidth? Now this is not going to be a technical video about what makes bandwidth important. It's really taking a holistic view of all your social media activity. And if you're like me and you're a content creator and you're active on many social media platforms, bandwidth will become a problem when you start to take on an additional workload. Let me explain. So as you know, if you're a subscriber or a regular viewer of this channel, I focus on B2B business people and helping them be more effective on LinkedIn, on Twitter and on YouTube. But there are other platforms available. Obviously there's Instagram and there's Snapchat and TikTok. For B2B, from a B2B perspective, I've not found Snapchat or Instagram to be very effective. TikTok is relatively new in terms of the audience now becoming relevant. At one stage it was thought very much to be just a youth platform with people lip syncing and dancing, and that still happens on the platform, but there are lots of people now who are what you might call B2B professionals, business to business professionals, an older demographic using TikTok and then speaking to their audience on TikTok. And you can tell if you do some analysis into the popular trending hashtags on TikTok, you can tell that business TikTok, learn on TikTok, money TikTok, all of these hashtags are gaining traction. So therefore it's relevant for you to be on the platform. I am on the platform, I'm on TikTok. This is not a video all about TikTok. It's just about trying to manage the workload. And one of the ways of managing your workload and your bandwidth is by taking the conscious decision to evaluate what is working and what is not working. And I don't see a lot of people talking about this either on social media. I mean, obviously we discuss this with our clients, but a lot of people do not discuss this on social media. There's there has to be a justification for if you are using Instagram, for using Instagram, or if you're using Pinterest, for using Pinterest. And when a social media platform ceases to become effective, and this happens all the time, when a social media platform ceases to become effective or a good use of your time, there's no return on the time invested, it's my belief then that you should be quite ruthless and stop being active on that platform. Let me give you an example. So let me give you an example from some of the platforms that we're active on. On Facebook, for example, we have posts, we have them automated, so they're onto our Facebook page for the company and also the Facebook page for my book. But apart from that, we are only reactive on Facebook. Don't spend a lot of time there. I've not found it to be very effective as a platform for B2B businesses. So we're not active on Facebook. Instagram, similar, not really any return on investment there. So I haven't posted on my personal Instagram page for quite a long time. But I do take time to be an early adopter and explore new platforms. So a newer platform you may have seen if you've seen some of the other videos, and I'll link to those in the description. You may have seen that I've become active on TikTok, and the reason for that is because the audience is there, and also it's been proven by some other TikTokers, for want of a better description, that it's effective in driving real return on investment. So people have gone and seen small TikToks and gone to YouTube, or they've gone from TikTok to the website, and leads and inquiries, which is what we're all in the business of generating, leads and inquiries have come from TikToks. So that's why TikTok at the moment justifies its time in the marketing mix, the social media marketing mix, whereas some of the other platforms, so formerly I was on a platform you're very well aware of called Pinterest. And at one stage, Pinterest was very effective for my business, and this is B2B obviously, in driving people from Pinterest to my company website, which is marketingfundamentals.com. But when it stopped being effective, And when the amount of work in terms of sort of manual pinning on Pinterest every day, when that became quite laborious, and then there's not a return on investment, we just cut Pinterest off. You don't need to taper it down. If something's not working, you look at the analytics. You must be informed by the data, and then just stop it. If it's not working, stop doing that activity. And I think a lot of people who are perhaps not getting very good results continue doing the same thing because that's what they've always done. And I've always had this approach that you need to see the results, and when the results stop coming, you stop using the activity. We get a lot of interest, comments, leads and inquiries from YouTube, which is why I stepped up the YouTube a couple of years ago from 1 video a week to 2 videos a week, and I try to be very, very structured and disciplined with that. So if you've got a problem with bandwidth, which basically means you can't do everything at once, there's only so much time in the day, you need to focus on that which is truly effective, and that's effective in the present tense, not something that used to be good. So in that sense, you've got to regulate your activity. And currently our focus has been LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and now, as I've mentioned in this video, we're looking at TikTok with a view to driving traffic from TikTok to website to YouTube, etc., where there's a greater demonstrable return on investment. So this has been a discussion about bandwidth, but about bandwidth and how it applies to social media. I hope you found it useful. What are your thoughts about bandwidth? Do you often feel overwhelmed because you've got too many platforms to post on? I didn't mention all of them. I just mentioned some of the ones obviously that we've been operational on. How have you found it? What solutions have you arrived at? I think a good approach is to just evaluate each on a monthly basis, and some of them you'll be evaluating more frequently than monthly. And then when something's not working, you decide, okay, we're not going to do that. And those that you are delivering results, you must be consistent, try and be innovative with your content, and make sure that you're engaging. So when you post your new blog, or you post your new video, and you post your on Twitter some new tweets, that you're around to be responsive when people react to it. Thanks for watching all the way through. I look forward to speaking to you next time. All my very best content is on the Patreon page, and there's a link to that in the description also. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Click on one of the 2 thumbnails to watch another video, and I'll look forward to speaking to you next time. If you haven't subscribed already, thanks. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye bye.